self-publishing with Google Sites. Google Sites is a web application that assists you in making websites. Google Sites is built with a drag and drop format where you can select and edit, like that, the types of elements you want on your website. Contrary to HTML and CSS, where you have to create every element you want manually with HTML and then decorate it, with CSS, Google Sites is an easy way to make a website without having to learn different types of things. Google Sites is stored in the cloud on your Google Drive account. Like I said before, to edit Google Slides, you can just go into the application and just select what you want to change or edit. For your Google site to be accessed on the web, you first need to click the Publish Your Site. First, you need to publish your site, which you can do by clicking the big purple Publish button at the top right of the screen. From there, anyone who wants to access your site will just need the link, copy it, will just need the link, and voila! For my graphics on my website, I created my logo over here using Pixlr. I also use Pixlr to create the banner in the background, these nice little books back here. For the rotating gift right here, I use easygift.com to create a gift with these three pictures. One of myself, one of my logo, and another picture that relates to my topic, self-publishing. So now onto my website. My website is on self-publishing. Here I have a definition of self-publishing. Self-publishing is when an author has full control over every aspect of how the book is published and the self-publishing services that said author can use. So basically, it's just a different way of making books. Yeah. So here we go on to the impact of self-publishing. Here, this is a YouTube video that nicely describes the difference between self-publishing and traditional publishing. Um, It was really good and it helps describe it in a nice, creative way and simple as well for anyone who wants to watch it. So the impact of self-publishing. Explain a benefit and or harmful effect of the innovation. For this, I found a website of an experienced self-publisher who has dealt with both traditional and self-publishing, and he described a lot of the pros and cons of self-publishing. Um, and yeah, something he learned through like his experience of self-publishing. One of the pros he mentioned was that you have full creative control of everything, and you don't have to pay the traditional publisher as you don't really have to pay a traditional publisher most of your money or the royalties. A harmful effect of it was that a lot of bookstores don't tend to shelve self-publishers since they're not with the traditional publishing house, so they don't really like trust them that much. C. Explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, or culture. This was actually kind of difficult for me to find because there hasn't been much recorded information on the impact of self-publishing at all. But I did notice that after Amazon released Kindle, did self-publishing and technology did end up booming a lot, and there were a lot more self-publishers and a lot more readers who supported self-publishers as well. Um, D. Indicate one field other than computer science which this innovation has impacted or has the potential to impact. Describe the impact. So I feel like obviously another field, despite computer science, that this innovation could impact would be writing for authors. Um, that's a really, yeah, that's mainly where it's originated from because before self-publishing even reached technology or digital technology. It was mainly used through printing presses back then during the Renaissance and the early era. So yeah, it would affect writing and authors the most as well, because it gives authors more opportunities to be able to publish their books in different ways. Um, Here I have a graph. It shows how many self-published books there are from 2008 to 2018. It shows the difference between ebooks, print books, and just the books in total. Here's the number of books. So yeah, sent out a survey and collected information on the perceived impact of self-publishing on society in my high school. Here are the results of the graph that my teacher assisted me in making. It's a collection of all the answers that I received, and a lot of students and people actually don't know much about self-publishing or just the impact that it has on society. And then here's an infographic that I made with the graph that I also made that it shows the results of my study that I did. A lot of people don't know what self-publishing is or how it even affects them in society. Now onto the technical aspects. E. Describe how a user interacts with the innovation. Self-publishing, it could be considered more of a concept than an action because it really is just like an author taking all of the steps themselves to publish a book. But there are also other companies that assist in self-publishing where they just like, they're more of like a roadmap that you follow in publishing your own book. But a lot of the time, self-publishing is what the author does by themselves, and they just publish the book and they get it out there either by putting it on Amazon or just letting other people know as well. This is a video I found on YouTube that describes how Amazon KDP works, which is Amazon's self-publishing software program thing. Amazon's program that many self-publishers use to self-publish their books and get them out there and get them on the Amazon market for people to buy. F. Describe in detail the innovations technology incorporates how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas of abstraction, algorithm, programming, and or the internet to accomplish its purpose. Well, I feel like the internet would be the best one to point out here because through the internet is where a lot of self-publishers today are publishing their books or they're getting recognition for their books through the internet. Um, and yeah, it really does. The internet really just helps authors, self-publishing authors, reach different parts of the globe, even like not even just their community, but also like the globe, and they can get their book out worldwide. Here are all of my references that I put in a table over here, my annotations for the references. All of these sources were very useful and helping me create or define my answers and create this website. I feel like the one that helped me the most was actually Wikipedia. Wikipedia helped me get a better understanding of self-publishing and the difference between self-publishing and other types of publishing. It also gave me a slight history of self-publishing, which was very helpful. And then it also gave this nice little graph that helped me understand better what self-publishing was. It also gave examples of like self-publishing companies and self-published books that have done very well in the writing industry. So yeah, that's my website.